Back in 2009, when I was still posting on the Keats World channel, I made a video about blasphemy, because during that time the Defamation Act had just been amended. So now we are in 2017, we are living in a world where marriage equality has been legal for 2 years in Ireland, and yet we still have blasphemy laws. In many ways, this is more embarrassing than Brexit. The interesting thing is that the blasphemy law falls under the same law in the Irish Constitution that allegedly guarantees Irish citizens freedom of speech and expression. Blasphemy law states in the Irish Constitution in Article 40.6.1, the publication or utterance of blasphemous, seditious, or incident matter is an offence which shall be punishable in accordance with law. And then, 2 paragraphs above this, it also states the right of the citizen to express freely their convictions and opinions. These 2 laws are in direct contradiction with each other. You cannot grant citizens the right to freely express their opinions and convictions while at the same time punish them for having certain types of opinions, especially when they are opinions concerning religion. Because of this, I am left with only one logical conclusion. I have concluded that the blasphemy law in the Irish Constitution is unconstitutional. It is violating a very crucial and very important segment of the Irish Constitution, freedom of speech and expression, which is also a human right. It is a very important human right. And as a humanist, I fully support the right of freedom of expression and opinions. The blasphemy law should not have been amended in 2009. It should have been treated as a serious error of judgment and immediately removed. This portion of Article 40, or rather the Defamation Act, was never voted in democratically, and it is up to the Irish government to take responsibility for this unconstitutional mess, this violation of freedom of speech and expression. Back in 2009, so many people said that this law was unenforceable, that we shouldn't really worry about it if anyone was to be charged and convicted for blasphemy in 2009 or any time after 2009. Some time ago, Stephen Fry was being investigated for blasphemy based on his comments on the RTE late night chat show The Meaning of Life. He was asked by Gay Byrne, the host of the show, what he would do if it all was true, if the Christian God was true. What would he say to him or it at the pearly gates? And he basically responded in the very witty and very truthful manner that Stephen Fry always does respond in. And he commented by saying that he would not want to worship this type of God because he regarded this type of character to be monstrous, capricious, evil, and sadistic, and so on and so forth. And apparently this caused a little bit of outrage. It became somewhat controversial, if you will. Fortunately, the charges have now been dropped due to a lack of outrage and a lack of outraged people. Although this is still very, very worrisome. It seems that nowadays we have an awful lot of very triggered individuals who are getting offended over everything and anything. The law enforcement of my country are apparently taking this seriously. Now, it should be taken seriously, but seriously in the sense that freedom of speech is being violated, and that to me is something very, very serious. Something very serious indeed. The nameless individual who made the report about Stephen Fry claims he was doing his civic duty. I mean, how sheepish can you possibly be? Obviously, there is a corruption in the legal system, and that should be questioned, not embraced. This law is an injustice. It is a violation of freedom of speech. It is discrimination against people who believe differently to others or don't believe in anything particular at all. It is completely corrupt in every manner of speaking. People are being punished for speaking their mind, their opinions, their convictions, and it needs to stop. The Irish government needs to proactively do something about this. They need to stop giving excuses and actually do something about this injustice. They are allowing narrow-minded, insecure, fundamentalist religious persons to bully the Irish government and complain every time someone has an opinion that is not in accordance with their particular faith. It is disasters like this that prove that we need a truer sense of secularism now more than ever. Guys and gals, thanks again for watching today's video, and don't forget to check out my previous videos. On the left you can check out the previous Irish Humanist video, and on the right you can check out the previous video over on my main channel, Nerdy Keith. Till next time, freedom, peace and love.